today, but oh well, I guess I forgot. Sorry, Gerald. Well, he's not even making a squeak, so we'll just we won't scream. We'll just say, "Hey, hello." Stream quality updated. Stream quality lowered. Why? I've been having problems with my internet today, so hang on. Let me just make sure all my connections are in. Why would it be lowered? I don't know. Hopefully I don't freeze. Oh, goodness. We're going to have an avalanche. Hopefully it's not too bad. Give me a hidey ho. Let me know if you're out there. Let me know if there's connection problems. I don't know what's going on. We've had some problems with our pods today, but I don't know. Hey, it's okay. It's Monday, Mystery Card Monday. You're on Tamara's Paper Trail. I'm Tamara Bertram, coming to you from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Give me a howdy ho. Let me know who's in the house, who's hanging out with me tonight. We're going to make a fun fold card tonight. It's a good one. It's a fun one. It's an easy one. Uses up some paper. It's going to be great. Hello, Sonia. Thank you, my friend. Hi, Linda, Paulette, and Lena. All of a sudden, eyeballs are popping up all over the place. Hello, Heidi Ho, Gail, Christine from Winnipeg. Hi, friend. Mary's in the house. Hello, Penny, Jennifer, Princess. You're the star of the show tonight, Princess. Yes, indeed. Might be casing your birthday card tonight, my friend. So, you know that this is a good card. Yes, hello. Hey, all right, Karen is in. Hi, Melanie, Joy. Princess is in the house. So I'm glad you're here. I thought, well, I hope she's in on this one because it's your card that is the star of the show tonight. Hello. Happy Monday. How was your weekend? What did I get up to? I do a whole lot of nothing these days, but the weekends just go in a blink. This week was a little bit busier than usual. What did I do? Actually, Saturday was really busy. I went, look at all the people. If I scroll, hello, Missouri. Charlene in Missouri's in the house. Hi, Denise. Yes, so Saturday morning I had my team social. That's a virtual thing. So we just get together for an hour and we chat. So that was great. And then I headed off to see my father. Aw, nice, Jennifer. Well, you deserve the compliment because it's a great card. Anyway, hi, Shannon from Calgary. Hello. Are you done with that whole rodeo thing there yet? Hey, Deborah. Hello. Ohio. Yes, so then I went to see Dad for a brief visit because then I had to pick up my mother and we went to see The Lion King. Wow. I almost burst into tears in the intro. Like, I get so overwhelmed. And that, I guess that's just the sign of a good show, right? The intro, it was just so moving. I loved it. Mom loved it. And then we went out for dinner. So it was a full day. Like, I got up at 6 or 6:30 and I didn't get home until 7:30. That's a lot for Dolores to take in one day. 5 players hurt in a baseball game. Yikes, Linda, that's not okay. Oh, hi, Tracy. Hi, MJ. Hey, Barbara. Anyway, so that was Saturday, and then I was just fighting to stay awake. I think I went to bed at like 9, maybe 9:30, but it was hard. I was coloring just to stay awake. And then Sunday, I thought, great, I have to get down to the cave. I got to get some stuff done. And then I thought, no, you don't have to. You're supposed to be pulling back a little bit this summer, which I have been doing. But I did come downstairs and I spent a good 4 hours. Wow, like not purging the basement, but moving the stuff that's being purged from the basement to the garage. I shared some before and after pictures. Like the table was overflowing, and Craig he said, "No, we've got room in the garage," but right near the end, he says, "Okay, there's no more room. No more room for any more boxes to still be able to get one car in the garage." So it was a full on 4 hours, but holy cow, did it feel good just to get. I know now what's in the boxes that are now have to be priced. So all I do is move things from one room to another. So now they've moved from the basement up to the garage. So that's the next step, is to like price it and plan a date. Actually, that's not the next step. I'm not ready to put a date on this garage sale. I'd rather stick pins in my eyes, quite honestly, than have a garage sale. But there's so much stuff that I can't donate it all. I just like, there's a lot of money to be had in some of this. Like, we got some quality stuff going out the door. But I'm not quite finished. I want to go through the storage room fairly deeply. Like, I'm talking stuff that I've been keeping from my babies. When they were little, I made their bumper pads and quilt and like a toy box, and I'm ready to part with it. Yeah, I'm like, they're not going to want this when they have babies. They're going to want new. And what are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with this stuff? Do you keep losing me? I'm sorry. And that's probably me, Linda. It says that my connection is not great. So we've been having problems with our pods. I am wired into the Ethernet. So I really shouldn't be having any problems. But yeah, sorry if I freeze. Yeah. Excellent, Jennifer. It's a great fold. We'll get to that in a minute. Anyway, so that's what I did on Sunday. And then my girls are both, Rebecca's still camping. Both girls are out camping. Alicia got home at about 3. And then I did my nails. Yeah, had to do my nails. And just, yeah, so it was chill. Well, they are MJ, but so what? They don't want them. So, hey, Kathy made it. Woo, woo. Let's give a round of applause to Kathy. Where's my sound? I need my sound engineer. Kathy made it. Okay. Well, that's good. I don't know. When I logged in, it said it was lowering my quality so that I would keep a connection. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, so yeah, it was a great relaxing weekend. And then today I've been down here. I've been in the cave all day, and I can tell because my back. Oh my God, we weren't meant to sit. That's for sure. So. Anyway, okay. Hi, Sandy's in the house. Hello. Oh yeah, as far as the heirlooms go, like I'm getting rid of all the stuff and the things my kids made me, things, they have sent, like the first Afghan I ever knit. I was about 15. Like I had no dating life and I had no social life, so I knit. Friday nights I'd be home knitting, and it was from when I was 15, and I'm 58, so whatever that math works out to, it's like 35 years old. Same with that the musical jewelry box. Like that thing's like 45 years old. I'm like, can I get money for that? Because it needs to go. Because what are you going to do with it? Yeah. The little people. See, now I struggled with the little people toys, Melanie, because I had them all. I loved them, and I still do. So Rebecca or Alicia keeps buying them for me. I have some up here, like the Wizard of Oz and RuPaul. Like she buys me the specialty ones now. It broke my heart though to get rid of the fart, like all that stuff, but they were big pieces and there was just no way I was going to keep them for like 40 years. Just wasn't going to happen. Hello, Carol from Texas. How are you? I hope you're safe. I hope you're dry. I hope your family is good. Thank you for popping in. All of us here in Canada, we send our prayers and thoughts. It's just tragic. So I hope you're all well, Carol. Hi, Alexina. Marsky, hello. Sanity. Washington, Donna, I'm your sanity lord, girl. Should I send wine? Do you need some wine? Is that what you're talking about? Thank goodness. And like, I can't be your sanity. It must be something else you're referring to. I don't know. Hey, Bernice, hi. Didn't see you pop in there. Hey, Chris Stone's from Australia. All right, that's enough with the hellos and the hidey hos. Although if I see more pop in, I'll say hello. A couple little things before we get going on the card, because it's a good one. Just want to mention one more time. Next Friday night on the 25th. Okay, I won't, Donna. I'll send wine. I was keeping dance costumes. Why? I have the precious moments. I have 2 precious moments, Linda, that were given to me. One was when I got engaged. Which time? I've been engaged 3 times. I think the first time. And I also got one when I graduated from university the second time, I think. So, but yeah, looking to get rid of all those. I know, take pictures of the girls. Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to take pictures of stuff, Sheila, but then it's got to get out of here. I'm thinking like with dad and mom and dad, and you just see the writing on the wall. At some point, somebody's going to have to go through this stuff, and I don't want it to be my kids. And, if it's in a box, why am I keeping it? Get it out, get it used. Anyway, class. My camera is sagging. Class. On the 25th of July, I'm holding my Notes and Totes class. Locals, or not locals, Canadians can get this with the product, except the dies are on back order now. So you can't order that right now. You can still take the class though. $40 if you want just the class. It's $25 for a PDF, et cetera, et cetera. You've heard me talk about this for a long time. These are the prices. PDF class. Oh yeah, it's $45 for this class because it was so much die cutting. $95 for the bundle, but the dies are out right now. So anyway, that one's coming up. If you want to register, I can still pop. The packets are ready. I have 5 packets left. I can pop them in the mail. So those will get to you in time. Okay, I'm scarily close. I got some new lights. Oh my God, you guys. Mom gave me some money for my birthday, and I went, I'm going to get a new light. So this one is like, it looks like a spaceship. Kind of love it. So I got some new lights going on. It's going to confuse me, but I'm not going to poke my eye out with it anymore. That one that's sticking right in the middle of my head. One other thing, if you're in the Edmonton area, or if you're in Canada, wherever you are, if you're in America, you could come on up to Canada, practically free for you because our dollar sucks, yours rocks, and things are really cheap here compared to where you are and with your dollar. Tracy and I are having our extravaganza is in October 4th. There are only 5 seats left, friends. 5 seats left. Excellent. Linda. Oh, Jennifer says, I have my grandfather's steam trunk from 1906. He brought it from Scotland. My place isn't big enough for it, so a cousin from Saskatchewan will come get it one day. Yeah, that's the problem too, is where you store all this stuff, right? Am I spotty, Kathy? Yeah, I don't know. I'm choppy. It's my internet. I'm sorry. Hello, Colorado. Kim, welcome. Finally, I'm here. Yes, nice to see you here on YouTube. Excellent. So yes, extravaganza. If you're interested, Tracy will hook you up. She's the gal. She'll get you hooked up. And I think that's about all that's going on right now. So let's just get down to a card. So you all know it was my birthday like a week ago tomorrow. Yeah, so last week it was my birthday. And hi, Ida. I received so many amazing birthday cards. Truly, they were incredible. Y'all just knocked them out of the park. And so when I came downstairs and I went, oh, what am I going to do for Mystery Card Monday? And I started scrolling through all the pictures. Oh, Facebook was choppy, but YouTube is nice. Okay, PDF only for the class. Do you have a way to register? Yes, ma'am, Bernice. Click on the link and it'll take you to the PDF only. And if you use PayPal, it's $27. But if you just e-transfer me, it's $25 because you're in Canada. So, and I'll get that. I just have to finish doing the PDF so that you can prep it in time. So I'll have that to you with like by Friday. I'll have that done so that you have time to prep the pieces. Oh, I love the Lion King, Wanda. It was so well done. It was really, really, really well done. Yes. 30 minutes away from son. Oh, Carol. Okay, so Carol's in Texas. It was 30 minutes away from my son and daughter-in-law. I've been helping everything with delivering supplies to flooded people. You know, Carol, it's so tragic, but it warms the heart when you hear all of the stories and the communities coming together and the good deeds and the people who jump in to help. Yeah, you never want that situation to happen, but the stories that come out of good, they're amazing. So I hope all goes well for that. That's okay, Ida. I got a couple cards from you back to back, right? So it's all good. Let's extend the celebrations. So when it comes to the birthday cards, I take pictures of them and I post them. So honestly, I've got cards scheduled well into like the middle of August. And then it goes back to the ones that were from Orlando. So I've got cards scheduled. So pop in every day at noon. A new card will post made by somebody. And I think people really enjoy that because they get to see a style that's not just mine. You know, I'm always, there's a ribbon or a bow, usually with baker's twine and the 3 gems, it's a Tamara card, right? I have form. So it's nice to see other people's styles and different color combinations and stuff. So one of the ones that I got, I'm going to show it to you because it's just easier so you know where we're going, was from Princess Jennifer. She's in here tonight. So shout out to Jennifer. Let's give her a round of applause for this. A beautiful card. Not only is it beautiful, it's a 5-gemmer. And if you followed me for more than 4 minutes, you'll know that Tamara, a 5-gemmer is a card that has 5 gems, right? That means you really, really, really like me. Or at least it means if I give you a card that has 5 or more gems, I really, really, really like you. So that's what I call a 5-gemmer. And Jennifer's card is a 5-gemmer and it's beautiful. And it uses the new paper from the Charming something or other suite. And here we go. So let me just show it to you. So here it is. Very simple to look at the front of it. But I love that because the paper does all the work. We have such beautiful paper. Sometimes you hate to cover it up. So especially a pattern like this one. And it's Charming. I forget what it's called. And I don't even know where my pack is because as discussed on Friday, I need help on my 12 by 12 papers, but it's part of the new Charming Day, Charming something. Charming, something charming. Charming Day. There's a suite of products. And I don't know. This is a charming floor. I don't know what it's called. Somebody tell me what it's called. This is the card. Okay, so here's the outside. And then what? So fun. So simple. Love it. So we're casing Jennifer tonight. Thank you, Jennifer. Right. So here are the pieces. Let's get Miss Kitty out to help us out on this. There's a little bit of a glare. All right. I'm glad you like those cards then, Ida. It's like I say, it's just nice to see what other people post. And I just had a cookie. So you know that means my nose is going to run. So I'm so sorry. Happens every time I go live. It's all right. I'd rather not sniffle. Okay. So we just need a few pieces here. First, we're going to start with the cardstock. In this case, I am using Pool Party. And so we need 2 pieces of the Pool Party. 11 by 4 1/4 and 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. Floral Charming Suite. Thank you, Jennifer. All right, so those are our 2 pieces there. Then we need 2 pieces or 2 different patterns of designer series paper. So that's DSP designer series paper. This piece is 4 by 4, and I'm using the why can't I? Wildflower Birthday. That's it. Go me. Wildflower Birthday. 4 by 4. Because I don't think wildflowers when I see this. So it's hard for me to remember. Plus I'm old. My memory's not what it used to be. The designer series paper number, this is number 1. That was number 2. We need 2 pieces that are 2 by 4. So this is from the same paper pack. The Wildflower Birthday. Then we've got some scrap for sentiment. And, a piece of cardstock for the inside. That's 3 1/4 by 4. So 3 1/4 by 4. So giddy up. Let's go. I hope you play. Oh, and then a couple little embellishments and stuff here, there, and everywhere. All right, so let's get going on here. I'll put these little guys over here. I need a Tic Tac. There we go. Sure. Why not? Anybody else have candy just randomly lying around on their desk? Okay. So we're going to start with the card base. So this piece was, and it still is 11 by 4 1/4. So because this folds against the grain, I don't usually, but I am going to score. I am going to score this at 5.5, just so that it folds a lot nicer without crinkling. So if you've watched me before, you know I don't use my scoring blade because it goes flying. It goes flying across the room, and so I gave up on it. I went, okay, you're not the boss of me. I'm doing this my way. I grabbed my our old stylus. And the thin end, and I just put it right in the track, and I score it that way. Okay, so we've done it at 5.5. Then I'm going to score on either end. I like to do it this way, 1.5. That's it. That's all. This fun fold is fun and easy. So we're going to start by folding it in half, and I'm way out of the field of vision here. This camera. So it's not being propped up anymore by my old light. So it might start sagging. Sorry if I'm making you seasick here. Okay. But I do like these new lights. I do. All right. So I'm going to fold this on the score line. Take my bone folder, give it a good crisp. Then this fold that's on the front, I'm going to fold back on itself. So it's a Z fold, but just a little tiny Z fold. It's just like this, kind of like a Z. All right, so then we're going to bring in our 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 piece, and we're going to just tape it to there. All right, so getting my tape out. It is pretty, isn't it? Hello, Annette from Ontario. Welcome. Hi, Kay from Australia. Hello, my friends. Thanks for popping in. No, see, now this isn't going to work out for me. This, you ever get these tape runners? Sometimes they just don't want to. And this one is one of the, you know what, why? It's because it's all goobed up, probably. Let's give that a little clean. I don't know. This one's really, I should just break open a new one of these days. All right, so I've put tape just on this folded back part. So right, you can see the shine because I got new lights. Yeah, I do. They were on sale. Amazon Prime days or whatever they were called. I might have bought a few things. I bought a new quiche dish. Because I use a pie plate, but my quiche always overfloweth. That's not okay. Okay, you know what? I really need to change my trimmer blade. There's my little, see, got a little rough edge here. So you just grab a file. A nail file will do. I've got these little files. So it just takes off the rough edge if you've Okay, so like that's our card. Now we just have to decorate it. All right. I'm going to do this one. It's a great pattern for such a large piece. So this is 4 by 4. I'm going to put that right on the front. Am I in the field of vision? I am. Just checking. Like that. And then these ones, I was trying to decide if the scallop should go up or down. I think they should go down. So this one goes on this inside panel here. Well, it's still the outside. But it's the inside of the outside, if that makes sense, which it doesn't. This part here. If I flip this open, it's here. And then this one's going to go here. Did I do it upside down? So yeah, Becca's still camping. They stayed an extra night because they got a late start on Saturday, so they're staying an extra night. She wasn't happy, though, that they had the place to themselves until yesterday when a couple and their 2 babies moved in right to the site right next to them, and the babies like to cry. So she was not best pleased. Yeah, it happens. All right, so this piece is what, 3 by, I don't know what this is, 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 by 4. So that's going to go here. So we have somewhere to write. So that one's going to go right in here. And like, that's it, you guys. We're just decorating. Look at that. Like, what? So easy. So lovely. Jennifer, love it. Thank you for sending me that card. I'm going to just keep it simple and do a happy birthday that I'm going to stamp in Misty Moonlight. Now, you can go with any of the colors that are in the paper. So that's how you get a nice cohesive card. You're going to pull one of these colors out of your designer paper. You could do a gold embossing, but I really like this Misty Moonlight that you can see in the cake. So I'm going to stamp the happy birthday with you in mind. I am using this more and more and more. You know, the sentiment is really large, which normally I don't like because I don't want to cover up so much of the card front, but it's been working for me lately. So I'm just going to stamp on some scrap here. Oh, some quiche dishes also for single people. Oh, yeah, that's a great idea. I make a wicked quiche. Oh, that's what I'll put. Okay, I'll share my quiche recipe in my club. See, this is why you need to be in my club, you guys. I share recipes and all the things. Like the cool people are in my club. So that's it's a purchasing club. So you have to be in Canada for that, sadly. Sorry for my other friends. I'm fussy cutting this because I am. Just to drive Princess a little bit crazy. She hates fussy cutting, but I like it. Anyway, I make a really good quiche, but my pie plate is just a little small, and I've been oogling this one on Amazon for 8 months. And I thought I'd get it at Christmas, and then I didn't. And then actually I spent last week I did all these returns. When my family buy me presents via Amazon, I end up returning most of them. And then I never replace it with anything, right? So I had replaced a makeup mirror at Christmas that I never replaced. And Craig bought me a new pillow this week that I replaced. I woke up with screaming backache, and so I returned that. So I thought, you know what? I'm treating myself, excuse me, to my quiche pan. It was on sale. And then, like I say, my mom gave me some money, and I bought new lights for my cave down here. And yeah, what else did I buy? Well, Craig also got me a new office chair. I got a couple other things that were on sale for Amazon. Can't remember what, but a few things. One day I'll share with you what Alicia gets me. So for my birthday, I've told her, so she's done it 3 years in a row now. And I said, that's all I ever want from you. Don't ever get me anything. All I ever want is a new chapter in what I'm calling the Little Mouse series. So she writes me a story. Melody. So I call Alicia Little Mouse, and she calls me Mama Mouse. And a couple years back, she wrote me a story, you know, The Adventures of Little Mouse and Mama Mouse. And it brings me to tears every single time, because essentially it's a story that she has told. It's about life, and the lessons that Mama Mouse has taught Little Mouse. And obviously she has been listening to whatever I've been telling her over the years, and it reduces me to tears. So she did that a second year, and this year I said, all I want for my birthday is another story about Little Mouse and Mama Mouse. And sure enough, by page 3 I was crying, because it just is thoughtful, and she is taking the lessons that I have taught her every time I've had her trapped. Sorry, I'm just putting these up on dimensionals now. Whenever I've had her trapped in the car, you know I can talk, right? And I'm always blathering on about some life lesson. And anyway, the first one, I was an absolute puddle, because I'm like, oh my God, she was listening. And now they're just all these life lessons. And anyway, so I'll read them to you one day. They're not very long, but man, they reduce me. Okay, so I'm going to put this over here. So birthday. And let me see if I've got, yeah, see, I always go over. I always break my own rule where I tell you, don't put the dimensionals here, put them on the paper. But anyway, and then the happy I'll pop up as well. Like that. Oh, it's so special, Ida. So like I say, I have 3 of them now, and she really is a good writer. I'm like, these need to be in print. Like, these are good little stories. Okay, so there's the happy birthday. Now, you can leave it like this. Absolutely. Now, oh, please, Lord, where did I put the paper? Oh, don't even do this to me. I can never find the paper. So hang on. Did I put it away? No. Let me just see if I can find it within a 20-minute window. I wanted to pull out. Okay. Oh, there. Oh my gosh. Nope. Some of it fell. Nope. That's not it. I thought I found the paper. I needed the paper. Well, I've got. Oh boy. I found some of the paper, but not the actual package. The reason I'm looking is because I wanted to find this. I want to show you. The paper comes with all of these die cuts. Oh, here. Before I lose this one, I'm going to put this on here. This, where's my tape? So this is just one of the little die cuts. So instead of stamping, I'm just going to decorate the inside like that. And then I actually have the envelope has also got that. I just don't know where I put the envelope. But on the outside, so there's lots of different things you can decorate it with. That one's fun. A little big, a little busy. But if I can, within a couple minutes, put my hands on the actual paper, the package. Maybe this is a good time for me to just pull everything out, throw it on the floor until I find it. How about that theory? Let's do that. Because I wanted to find, I just opened a new pack of this paper, and I wanted to use, like, I don't know how it gets so buried. How could it get so shoved in so far down in the matter of, there it is, I found it. Okay, see, the system works. Okay, so look at, here are the die cuts. Thanks, Ida. I love this color. Love this color. This is called a Cherry d'Amour. Or Cherry d'Amour, because it is cherry. How about this sheet here? So in your package, you get 2 sheets of die cuts. And I like to keep them in one of these things. But let's just use this. Because having them just loose in the container here, like in the package, it's hard, first of all. No, like we're just going to pop some of these out and pop them in here. No, we're not. We're going to put them on the floor and deal with it later. Okay. So I'm going to use this guy here. We're going to pop it up on some mini dimensionals. We're going to call it done. What time is it? 7:29. Okay, we're good. We're doing good. We're doing good. I don't know what my next card is going to be, so I'm a little scared. You know, I like to kind of go rogue, but sometimes that also stresses me out. So this one, I mean, it's not hard. I'm embellishing it with pre-done die cuts. So it's not complicated at all. This one I just fussy cut, but here, let's just put this up here like this. And I want to show you a little trick like that. Okay, and then I'm going to use somewhere I brought in. I just don't know where I shoved them. I had the gems. They're there. So these are the Strawberry Slush and Pretty in Pink gems. So I'm just going to do, you know I like my 3 big, as I go scooting across the room, little and big. Like that. You can leave it like that, but you know I'm not going to leave it like that. You know me better. So here's something I have to do here. This paper, yes, Ida, there's some great stuff done with this paper. Hi, Marlene. Hello. All right, so this is like our gold cord something or other. Don't love it because, first of all, it keeps coming unraveled and ending up everywhere. So now I have to tie an elastic around it, which is fine. But I find it doesn't really stay knotted very well. It's almost not greasy, but you know what I mean. It easily comes out of its bow. So I came up with something that works a little bit better for me. I'm going to chop off 7.5 inches. Okay. And you know that I love my baker's toy. Okay, let's put this back. See, this is what's happening. It keeps unraveling. So I'm just going to put it back on with my elastic. You know I love my baker's twine because it's thin. It doesn't bulk up your postage. Oh, I have the 12 by 12 plastic envelopes. Are you kidding me? I've got them. That's what they're in. They're just in. Yeah, I've got them. Here they are. I've got lots of them. Different kinds. I got them all. But it doesn't mean I'm any more organized. They're still stacked on top of each other, Linda. I've got it all. All right. Anyway, I don't like anything that's too thick. I like baker's twine. So this particular product, these are 6 strands thick. Well, not on my watch, they're not. We're going to separate these into 3 and 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. We're just going to, no, I'm going to get the 3 on the side. Oh, Nancy, that's because you're on holidays, my friend. That's okay. We'll do another card. All right. So I'm going to separate these. So I'll end up with 2 pieces that are 3 strands each. Just makes them a little bit easier to work with. Now, having said that, it took me about 15 minutes to tie these bows because I've got these talons called fingernails. Anyway, we'll get there in the end. Now, it's still a little bit, I'll call it greasy. Like the knot doesn't want to stay particularly tight. But I'm going to do a double knot and hope if my nails will let me. They're not, I've filed them down. I've had them longer and it hasn't been such a problem, but today I really struggled. Okay, so there's bow 1. And I'm going to do the same thing with these guys. So these 3, same thing. I'm going to tie a bow. You can get these bow ties similar on Amazon. My dad made these many years ago. I can't tie a bow without them, really. Okay, so there's the other bow. I'm going to tie a knot on that. Maybe, hopefully. Nope, not today, Len. Okay, try again. There we go. Okay, pull that really tight. Hang on, tighter. Then, okay, so I've got my 2 bows. And I'm going to get my little glue dot, guys. These are still for my paper pumpkin. I've got a few of these stashed away. So I'm going to put one up here and one over here. Oh, what happened there? Thanks, Ida. Hope I'm not chopping up too badly tonight. I don't know. I'll have to get that looked into again. All right, so I'm just going to put one on each of these ends. You know, like if you were hanging a banner, you would have it tied to a string. There we go. Like that. And then I'm just going to trim these. Throw the pieces around. And there is a beautiful little card. Just a little fussy cutting, not hard. I know, I can't tie bows without them. I know. Hi, Inez. Welcome. Hi, Susan. Cut a little slit in the top. Tuck it through. A little slit in the, oh, what was that with reference to? Put a little slit in the top of what? I don't know what you're talking about. I'll have to go back and check. Okay. How easy is that? And then I did on the envelope, if I could find it here, this one. I did this one earlier. Ta-da. So, looks just like the one I made earlier. And go me. All right. So, that's the card Jennifer made. Gorgeous. And that's the card I made. Now, let's show you a couple others. It doesn't have to be this complicated. Like, neither of them are complicated. Let's show you. This one is complicated. Not so complicated. Took me a little fiddling around because I'm like, what the heck is going on with these dies? This is using, I don't even know what it's called. The Delightful Wishes. And then, what's the yellow paper that's now on the floor? Whatever this paper is, right? And this is unbounded love, and unbounded love dies that are now back in stock. They've been out of stock. They're back in stock. So I used the Happy Birthday, and I used this die. Now, the problem with this one came in that it popped out the middle. And I was not happy. I'm like, well, okay, well, the dye, this green, the green is what I wanted, but then what I was going to stamp on. So I actually just traced around this with a pencil on my Daffodil Delight paper, and I cut that out, and then I glued it on so I had somewhere to stamp because I didn't want to stamp right on the paper. And then a few die cuts, a little bit of the Daffodil Delight thin 1/8 inch satin ribbon, whatever that's called, something like that. Love it. Love it. Love it. Gold thread. What a pretty good. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you, you guys. They were referring to the tool. Oh, poke a hole, put a slit through. Put a slit through it. Put a slit through what? Oh, I'm gonna have to go back. All right. Okay. Anyway, so that's another version. And then these are retired gems that I colored with my Mossy Meadow blends. And then this one. Okay, like it doesn't get any easier than this, you guys. Seriously. This paper. I think we're going to play with this paper tonight a little bit more. I'm not quite done. This is the Beautiful Gallery 6x6 designer paper. Any of our scenery paper will be great for this project because it can just be the focal and it can just do all the heavy lifting. So all I did was slap a sentiment on this bad boy. Okay. So easy. Look at that. So I thought we'd do another one tonight using different patterns of this one, just with a sentiment. Like it kills me, you guys. You know it kills me. There's not even a bow on this one. Yeah, I might have to add a bow, maybe linen. I don't know, but you really don't have to. It can be simple and it's lovely. Like I got this card from Jennifer and I'm like, yeah, it's lovely. It doesn't have 94 layers. It doesn't have 76 die cut. It's got 1, 2, 3 die cuts. Oh, and this little guy got mangled. Fix him. Right? But it's a 5 gemmer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So let's try with some of this other paper. So looking at this, I bought a ton of this stuff because it's so beautiful. And then but have I used it? Have I? Heck, right? Because I don't know how to use it. I want to cut it. How do you cut it? You can't cut it. How do you decide? So this one I was struggling which piece to use. So I'm like, well, let's do another piece. This one too would be lovely. All right. So first thing, in deciding on my pattern, I'm like, well, how do you get, like, where am I going to cut this into a 4x4 sheet? So here's a Tamara's tip. You're going to pull out one of your acetate sheets that I know you're hoarding because I've got a bazillion of them and I keep throwing them away, but I've got a million more. Every time I have a photopolymer stamp set, the sheet that they live on, right? You don't throw that away. Heavens no. No, we're crafters. We don't throw things away. So you take your acetate sheet and you cut this into 4x4. So this one just no, it's not quite 4. We're going to cut it at 4. Excuse me. And then we're going to cut it at 4. And what I'm doing is I'm going to just kind of make a template for, I'm going to make a template so I can see where I want to cut my paper. Like, what is the scene I want? So you just move this around. And if you think, oh, you know what? I think I want it right there. Like, who cares if you're wasting some paper? You got more. Maybe I want it right there. You can put the sentiment over here, the sentiment up here. So you decide. Maybe I won't waste this one. Okay, so I'm going to chop it. This is where I want it. So there. I'm going to go right to the side. So I want this piece to be 4. So let's go here and we'll go 4. And then I'll put it back on. And that's a little low. I want this tree to be in the scene. So let's go up to maybe here. So now I can see, okay, I need to cut this much off from the bottom, but like that. Move your little template. Boom. And now I know this has to be 4, so I'm good to go. So this is going to be the front of my card. Okay, now, excuse me. Everybody back in your little house here. Get back in your package. So then you've got scraps that you're going to have for another project, right? Look, oh, you know what you could do here? Okay. We're going to keep this out for a minute, and we're going to show you a few things. What color am I going to do? Oh, this is beautiful. Should we go? Is that Lost Lagoon or is that? Oh, what do you think? Oh, love it. Yes. Or do I do Mossy? You all know I have a stash of Mossy Meadow. And it's going to come floating down on my head in a second here. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Oh, that's fairly dark. No. Okay, so. Oh, about the spool of thread. Okay, I'm picking up what you're laying down. Okay, let me just see. I get it now. Cut a little slit to put your hook. I get it. All right, so this is going to be 4 1/4. And then we're going to score it at 5.5. I'm going to score it at 1.5. How's California? Anyway, Wanda, you guys melting in the heat there? Okay, and then this one, I need to have a 4. Oh, see, this is the problem with little bits of paper flying down to the floor everywhere. One day I will clean. Maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm housebound again. I don't have a car. Well, Craig's home for 4 1/4. But okay, I saw it too. Oh, it's not you. You're not having a stroke. My camera's doing weird things. 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. Craig is on holidays for 2 weeks, so I do have his car. Rebecca has my car to go camping in. All right. Her boyfriend's vehicle doesn't have to. That doesn't seem like it was scored at the right spot. Anyway, we'll manhandle that a bit. His car doesn't have air conditioning, so. Brass butterflies, yes. All right, so fold that back on itself like that. Put the tape on like this. I mean, that's it, you guys. Here, this is the card. Now we just have to decorate it. It doesn't get much easier than that for a fancy fold, for a fun fold. Hey, Tracy, we should do this one for extravaganza. It's so easy. Okay, so look. But what I'm thinking is, what if this piece, maybe this piece would be like the sister. But then I would need, where's the other piece? Oh, so where was the other piece? Because this is a different piece of paper. No, it's not. Where's this scene from? How does this not line up? Oh, this was over here. Oh, okay. No, it wasn't. There. Okay, it went something like that. I see. Okay, so then this one could go here. Yeah. And then this one could still go here. So you could do something like that. Oh, we're very glary. Maybe, watch this. I could turn off these. Oh, haha. I could turn off that light. There we go. Okay. So should I do that? Or originally what I was thinking of doing was just going a little bit lighter. See, now I can't see though. That's going to bother me. Can you not be quite so bright? How about we go like this? It all comes down to the, there we go. That's a little bit better. There we go. Weather's fat. Oh, San Diego. That's my favorite place. California way. I went with the girls when they were little, and oh my gosh, did we have fun. We had so much fun. I think I like that better. What do you think, you guys? Anybody want to weigh in on this? Like, do you like that's kind of busy, isn't it? Or is it? And then when you open it, what do you think? Do you want busy or subtle? Comment now. Meanwhile, I'll keep decorating the inside. Yeah, San Diego, see, it's great because it's such a temperate, like it's always like 24 degrees or 21 degrees. 21 is my favorite temperature. And San Diego is just so lovely. It's got a little bit of everything. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. So now that I know that, I'm just going to have to come and visit you, Wanda. And I'm bringing my family. We're going to stay with you. All right. Anybody going to weigh in here? Okay. Subtle says Tammy. Anybody else want to weigh in? Because TikTok. Okay. This one I'll tape down in the meantime. You know, for every subtle, I'm going to get busy. Somebody's going to contradict it. You ask 30 people, you'll get 30 different opinions. Subtle, subtle. Oh, everybody says subtle. Okay, Inez says busy. Everybody else says subtle. Inez, you're the odd man out so far. Okay, but that's a neat concept, right? Okay, I got to turn this back up, though. Oh, that's too bright. Sorry, guys. Okay, that's a little too dark, though. Like that. The light is better than print. Okay. All right, everybody says subtle. Subtle. Okay, so these are 2x4. And so I had a little strip here that was longer than that. So it's 2, and we'll do by 4. Like 7:47, seriously. And all the chatting I'm doing, and we're still going to get this done with time to spare. Okay, put that one there. Oh, Susan wants busy. Maybe I'll do another one with the busy, and then we can compare. I just think it's a neat illusion. Okay, so we'll give Rhonda Wade the original credit for this card, but we're going to give Princess the credit because she mailed me the birthday card that inspired me tonight. So now, why don't we just do a sentiment. I can emboss it on this. I think it might go, I don't know where. Do I want it down low? I think I want it down low, hey? And this one, I'm going to do the, let's see, we could do With Sympathy. Thinking of You is the one I did with the, hang on. Oh, here's a great, the Prairie Grass. This is a new one. All right, good to know. Thank you, Wanda. This one is new, a new online exclusive. Sometimes life is just hard. I have the perfect person I'm going to mail this to. I got a girlfriend who's going through some stuff, and she would love a nice little card like this. Now, this, I think, I'm going to measure this. It's probably only a 3/4. I'm going to do a 3/4 inch strip, and this is, I think, a little bit wider than that. Let's just see. 3/4. No, that is about 3/4. All right, I'll stick with that then. I was going to see if I could get a little bit smaller, but anyway. Okay, let's get out my Versamark. My clean one. I reserve this for sets that have not been used. This one has not seen the light of day yet. So I'm going to get my embossing buddy. I'm just going to swipe that over there. That gets rid of the oils from your hand. It's going to get rid of any static, depending on where you live. Okay. And this looks like I'm going to trim it down a little bit afterwards, but we'll do this for now. Okay, all of a sudden I am melting. When the air conditioning turns off, I die because I'm wearing a sweater. I'm going to just do white. My little bucket of embossing powder. I don't emboss often. I don't know, I'm just lazy, I guess. Tap it off. Cover it up before you sneeze. Okay, now we're going to heat set it. Oh, I'm stuck on something. Hang on. There we go. Yeah, this could have been a 1/2-inch strip. Hello, Mary. Thanks for popping in. We don't mind if you're tardy. It's okay. All right, and then I'm going to bring in this. Bring in this guy. Now, which way am I going to do it? I think, where am I going to flag end? Am I going to flag? I think I'm going to flag end this end. So I'll make that a little bit smaller. I'll make this a lot smaller, this one. And then this one, you know I like it tight to the sentiment. I don't like... And this is where nails come in handy. Is that going to be too close? I think that's a little too close. Let's do that. Haha! Nailed it. That's what I like. Really close. I don't like a lot of overhang. Okay. Thanks, Laura. Hello. All right. Now I decided I was going to go this end. So we're going to go up the middle. Oh, speaking of these, well, I'm not speaking of the snips. Let's speak about this. Let's talk about snips. You can't get them anymore. The supplier stopped making them, unbeknownst to us. And so they were low inventory. And then when head office announced that they were not going to be able to get them for who knows how long, boom, they sold out in about 3 minutes. So you can't get these snips. They are trying to source a new supplier. So don't panic. I mean, the scissors you've got are going to last 4,000 years anyway, right? This isn't straight. So don't panic. There will be more if you really need a pair of paper snips. You know I'm good, because if I have one pair, I have at least 8. And I have more over there. Yeah, I got this. Anyway, so I'm going to pop this up on dimensionals, but I'm going to take my own advice, and I'm going to put this right on the card here so I don't go too far over. It is sad, Inez, but like I say, I'm sure the ones you've got will last 14 years. And when was the last time you sold a pair of scissors, right? Like, oh, you're welcome, Carol. I'm happy to inspire. And this works, like I say, with so many of our papers are these sceneries. And so why would you want to cover it up? You don't want to cover that up. Look at that. It's gorgeous. Now, on this one, I used the In Color gems. Might be a little... Do I want to do them again? Like, I don't know if that's bright enough. Let's see what else I've got. I might want to find some Lost Lagoon ones. Let's look in my little tickle trunk. Let's see what I've got for... Oh, these would be nice. Let's do those, but they're going to bump up the postage because they're really... Oh, let's see what these look like. They're not Lost Lagoon, but these ones are nice. They'll pop a little bit more. The Muted Palette Dots. So these are new too. To all new customers, yeah, I suppose, Inez, but most of my new customers generally have scissors. Like they're not brand new to paper crafting, so most people have some scissors that they use and love. Oh, I could use these too, the green ones. Oh, I'm torn. I don't want it to be too in your face, but I don't want it to be too subtle. Maybe I'll do one of each. big in green, little in cloud cover. How's that? That one will pop a little. I don't know. You can't even see that one though. This one doesn't show. Sorry, buddy. You gotta go. Cloud cover, but he doesn't really show either. How about if I do, oh, here's what we'll do. This guy here, so he shows, and then this guy goes over here. See, you gotta have them lined up just so. Okay, well, Dolores needs to. Maybe you don't. Maybe you're sane. Maybe I'm not. Okay, I don't have a pouch for these guys, so I'm gonna make a pouch. These little guys, I don't like to keep them in here because they're a pain in the sraka. So I grab one of our little pouches that our dies come in. Grab me paper trimmer. Slap it in there. Ta-da! Now I have a pouch for my gems. Ooh, it's a little tight. Yeah, it'll fit. Okay, so that's what I do with that. Hey, you want to know what I do with this now? Ooh. So I'm sure most of you have seen. I know Jackie Bulcha. There are a few people who have made like ribbon something or others. Where is my ribbon something or other? To contain your ribbon. Have y'all seen these? Okay. So let me show you. Let me get my act together here. We've moved on from the card. There's my card. Isn't that lovely? Very nice. Should I do a bow? Yes, I should. I should always do a bow. Here's a bow. Is that too stark? No. I still have 3 minutes. And I can go over if I want to because it's my show. Like to sell a pair of figures now. Mine came apart with, oh no, Susan. I don't know. I don't have a new in package pair. No, I don't have one. Seriously? They fell apart? I've never heard of such a thing. Oh. 3 pairs. Is it all Stampin' Up? Yes, of course. I do that too. Okay, I've got tons. Yeah, you know I've got tons. Okay, so there's my card. Let's finish that off like that. Something like that. Okay. Ta-da! Now, back to my ribbon. So, this little gadget, somebody, what was her name? Doesn't matter. I want to give credit, but I can't remember what her name is, but she's one of my friends in the US. But anyway, Jackie Bulcha has recently saved. So if you go onto the Pampered Stamper Facebook page, she has shown measurements on how to make paper things, these things that go on your ribbon so that they're not all like flying all over the floor. And then you can just pull your ribbon out as you need to. Well, I thought, well, paper, that's all very nice, but hey, I get a bazillion of these. How about if I use these? So how did I do that? I hear you cry. Well, for this particular one, I just cut off a 1/2 inch strip from the bottom. So the beauty of these is that our trimmer, you know, it can cut through that like butter. So I got a 1/2 inch thing, strip. And then we have this punch pack. I don't know if they're in stock right now. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. In the online exclusives. And there are a few different sizes. I think this is the one I used. I still have 1 minute. And so I'm going to punch a hole. I don't know where. So here. Oh, and now it's in my hair. All right, now I need some ribbon. Let's contain some ribbon here. So some ribbon is thinner and some ribbon is thicker, so you might have to do this a couple times or get a different punch. But let's just say these are the in color ones. Will that fit through here? Sure it will. So the idea is you just put this through here like that, and you can staple it. I use tearing tape. So let me grab my tearing tape. Brenda Quintana, that's it, Patricia. Thank you so much. I do like to give credit to the people, but I know that, and Jackie did too. But Brenda was the original, the OG for this, and then we all lost our minds, and we all had to copy it. So I'm just popping this through. Am I even in the field of view here? So I just think my thing is a little bit too long here. So I'm going to cut this off. Where are my scissors? And now it's 8 o'clock, so I have to hurry up. So I simply tape it. Simply, she says. See, like, because it's plastic, it's kind of fighting me here. But anyway, I'll just somehow manhandle this. So it's like that. And then you can just get your ribbon, thread it in. Oh, Lord, if you don't have talons. If you do have talons, you use your tools accordingly. My nails are too long. I should have threaded it before I taped it, but anyway. You get the gist. There we go. Ta-da! Okay, and then this moves. So I did it backwards. There we go. So this can move to wind it up a bit. And now it's not going to like unravel all along my floor. So that's what I do with these things and the slots that I cut out. Excellent, Carol. Yeah, Brenda's amazing. So that's what I do. Back to my card, all over the place. Whoo, squirrel. Okay, you guys, here we go. We're done. It is 8:02, but look how simple, how quick it can be if you don't like have 5,000 other shifts in your attention, which I do. I don't know about that bow. We'll have to see. Oh, see this, I made a card today. Here's a card. This is the, this stuff is the, what do you call it? The cloud cover. So that might be a nice one to use on there too. I don't know if that white bow goes. It's a little stark. But look, you guys. So look at all the variation we got going on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different cards inspired by this one. Thank you again, Princess. I love it. Keep sending me cards, you guys. They will be showcased. If you send me a card, unless it falls down the side of my couch, which I just found a Christmas card like a couple weeks ago down the side of my couch. You never know. Your card will be shown on my page at some point between now and Christmas. That's it. That's it. Thank you for popping in and spending some time with me. I'm going to post these, and if you make a card with this layout, I would love for you to pop it in the comments below mine, just so we can see all the different papers, all the different, variations. Keep it simple. Sherry, I know Sherry's going to love this one. Sherry, she makes so many cards for charity, and this is going to be a great one for you to make, Sherry, because all it needs is a sentiment. Grab the papers, get it out, get it used. So lovely. Anyway, I will be back here on Friday for coffee break at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. She said, wondering if she's going to be around. I think so, as far as I know. Yeah, have a fantastic week. I don't know what's going on in the Bertram household. I'm going to get those PDFs done. I've got a lot of desk work to do. So yeah, join the club. Get your orders in. If you're in the club, you have until the end of the month. I don't think there's no more promotions that I know of for Stampin' Up. The other one was done. The two-tone cardstock is done. Register for Extravaganza. Only 5 spots left. And that's it. Have yourself a great week. Thanks for hanging out with me.